Hey guys, it's Black Scout Survival, and you probably watched part 1, part 2 of our cache series, and this is part 3, and this is going to be the final video of that series, and we're going to talk about contents of a cache. Caches can be buried, you know, on-site, off-site, all that good stuff I talked about in the last video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch that. But the contents are going to vary depending on where it is and what you're using it for. Like I said, you shouldn't put items like your extra debit cards and identifications and stuff like and firearm registered to you off site in your location. So with that, the things that you should store, like on site, you should have encrypted thumb drives with all your pertinent information. You should have your passports, identifications, cash, all that kind of good stuff, weapons. Off site, you should have survival supplies and gas, food, and water and ammo is what I think off site should be. So I'm just going to go over one of my survival caches and what I have inside of it, maybe give you some ideas. You know, I also have caches dedicated solely to food, water, and ammo, and some other good stuff, but I'll talk about that at a later time. But this is just a survival cache, and I'm just going to go over some of the items that's in my cache and maybe give you some ideas. So this is just a standard 9mm US military ammo can. Inside, up top here, I have a first aid kit, and it got good stuff to keep me going, as well as some pretty serious trauma type stuff. And I have that on top just in case I have to hurry up and get to it because I'm injured and I need to get repaired. So that's just one thing in there. I have cash, have handcuff keys, and lock picks, okay, in a bag, so it doesn't, if this does seep water, it doesn't screw it up. I have a fire kit, and I have matches, strike anywhere matches in a match case. I have a big lighter, light my fire still, and some cotton and Vaseline balls in a plastic bag in case I need to do some firecraft type stuff. I have a small roll of duct tape. Duct tape's always good to have no matter where you are. I have a Maglite with a red lens, and I'm going to get into that real quick why I have that. But a red lens does not hurt your night vision, and it also is harder to be detected by someone at a distance at night. Why I have that in here is because if I have to go to this cache, I'm probably not wanting to be seen. So a lot of my ideology behind this cache is items in here that I don't want to be detected. I want to go undetected. So red lens flashlight, Maglite. This is a little cheap Energizer headlamp, and I think I paid like $4 for it. You can get these, I think it's called the Trail Finder. These are great for, I've talked about these in the Bargain Bug Out Bag series on blackscoutssurvival.com. These are cheap, work great, semi-waterproof, and good to put in your bug out bag in your vehicle or in the cache. Going along with illumination, I have light sticks, chem lights, and these things are great because they're cheap and they don't give out off like a spark in case there's a gas leak or whatnot to be used. But these are disposable items, so I don't mind putting them in the cache. The other thing is a pretty decent knife. I have the Rat 3, Ontario Rat 3. This is something that I can miss and not be heartbroken that I don't have it with me at all time, but it is a decent knife. I would say if you want to go real cheap, because it's hard to put, this is like a $60, $70 knife into a cache, you can go get a Mora knife for like 12 to $15 to put in here, and it's decent quality, will get you by. But you shouldn't put, crappy gear in here. It should be halfway decent gear. Not my best gear I'm going to put in the cache, but I'll put some semi-decent gear in here that I know that will work if I get in a situation. I have a ammo bandolier, and that's just so I can store items from the kit in here and run off with it, so I don't have everything in my pocket. I have a pretty decent base plate compass. I've got an ample amount of 550 cord. 550 cord is great because it has a wide variety of applications. And like going undetected, I was talking about that a few minutes ago. I have a olive drab rescue emergency blanket, hypothermia blanket, so don't give away my position if I go high like one of the silver foil types. I've got lots of the hardtack bread from MRE packages, MRE kits. I have some just other MREs broke down, a couple meals, something to get me by. Could last all 2 days off that. Some peanut butter, cheese spread. Spoon to eat with, disposable MRE spoon. Have a brightly colored poncho, and I probably wouldn't use this unless I had to, if I was scared to give away my position, but I can also make solar stills with this and capture water if I need to. And along with water, I have 5 packs of the emergency drinking water packets. These are full packets. I think I have a 5-year shelf life. I love these things. I have them in my bug out bag. I have them pretty much everywhere. And you know, it has a couple ounces of water, and that's enough to get me by. I have a couple contractor trash bags. These can be shelter, these can make solar stills, these can make ponchos. It could also keep me undetected, you know, because of the color of it in the wilderness. And I also have some desiccant packets, so silica gel packets. So everything in my kit, have a few of these in there, absorbs the water in case there is moisture in there, so it doesn't ruin everything in the kit. But that's what's in my survival cache, and hopefully it gives you some ideas for yours. You know, you don't want to get the crappiest gear, but you don't want to put the most expensive gear in there because you'll miss it. But we have we're going to have some articles following this same series, Urban Cache, and it's going to touch anything that I forgot to mention in this video or anything else I discovered that I may want to share with you guys. So make sure you're checking out BlackScoutSurvival.com. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.